So this is going to be another movie review. This called River of Death, 1989. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a decent Indiana Jones ripoff. Another Michael Dudikoff canon collaboration with Robert Vaughn, Donald Pleasence, Herbert Long, L.Q. Jones. A lot of big names again in this one. So the Indiana Jones character is Michael Dudikoff. He's going into the Brazilian Amazon, although it's filmed in South Africa. So we're supposed to believe that South Africa is Brazil, in the heart of the Amazon. Anyways, it starts off with Donald Pleasence and Robert Vaughn, a couple of Nazi dudes, towards the winding down of World War II in 1945. They say the Third Reich is doomed, and it has about a week to exist thanks to the Russians, Joseph Stalin, the Bolsheviks, and so they Robert Vaughn is working on some kind of funky population-controlled disease thing. He's like the Bill Gates of Nazi Germany. And he ends up... There's another Nazi officer who objects to it. He's going to send his damning report or something, which doesn't make sense because the Nazi regime is about to go under. The Nuremberg trials are about to start, and so that part didn't make sense. But he ends up shooting the guy in the head before he can file his objections to whomever. The government is about to collapse, so that part was unclear. But the guy's daughter watches her dad get shot by Robert Vaughn, and she's horrified. She can't stop crying. I was surprised they couldn't find her underneath the desk, but she was crying underneath the desk, and they didn't see her for some reason. And pretty cool plot twist at the end. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I thought it was all right. There's not much action in it, but the natives are kind of interesting. The cannibals and the various native tribes. They're called Indians in this one because it is, after all, 1989. They're not using the politically correct terminology for native people. And lots of explosions in this one. Pretty cool explosions. The boat explodes, and the makeshift hut where they steal the boat explodes. So Robert Vaughn goes into hiding. He shoots Donald Pleasant in the leg, cripples him, and he takes off while the Nazi airfield is being bombed. Leaves Donald Pleasance behind. So Dudikoff goes in the Amazon looking for the lost city, which is where Robert Vaughn is doing his Nazi experiments on the natives. And he's trying to figure out what is causing all this disease there. He's like an Indiana Jones guy. He brings along like an he brings along a epidemiologist kind of person, a doctor, and the doctor ends up dying, going into the lost city, and they get captured. They try to escape, but like I said, the epidemiologist ends up dying, and his daughter, Dudikoff's girlfriend, ends up being recaptured by the natives. He can't go back in there because there are too many natives. So he promises to himself to go back at some point later to rescue his girlfriend. But then all these interested parties start tagging along. This Brazilian couple, a lot of interesting looking women in this, but no nudity. So the R rating, well, there is nudity, but it's with the natives, I should say, not with the main actors. And gets an R rating. It's an hour 47 minutes. Didn't seem like it went that long. Kind of ended abruptly, if you ask me, but I still enjoyed it. So they meet all these cannibals, natives, various tribes, and they steal a boat. Dudikoff has the Brazilian couple, Donald Pleasence, his younger girlfriend, secretary, the kind of interesting blondie, flat-chested blondie there. I've never seen her in a movie, but she's got interesting facial features. Dudikoff asks her at one point on the boat, why are you tagging along? What is your motivation? That kind of thing. And so I didn't really catch on to that. Midway through the movie, I didn't really catch on to the beginning of the movie, and kind of took me by surprise at the end. Definitely. But in any case, they make their way back to the lost city. Robert Vaughn is back to doing his experiments, not on Jews, but on the Amazon natives this time. And Dudikoff finds his girlfriend has the disease. So her dad was wrong. It didn't affect all the natives. It affected white people too. And the part I couldn't really understand, but supposedly Robert Vaughn is holding this bomb-like thing, which only kills weak people, according to him, according to his Nazi ideology, occult kind of fanaticism. And that part didn't make sense to me either. Honestly, how could you have a bomb that only kills certain people that you want killed? It doesn't make sense. Usually there's collateral damage, as I said in my last video. During wartime, you end up hitting innocent people, and it's impossible. What he's got in his hands, it doesn't make any sense. It's completely far-fetched and not very believable. Let me put it to you that way. This Dr. Wolfgang Montefiore, the Robert Vaughn character wasn't very convincing, honestly. I thought Donald Pleasence did a decent job. Dudikoff was okay. Kind of the tough guy, Indiana Jones ripoff guy. And yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. Dudikoff movies are pretty much follow the same formula. I mean, it's canon Dudikoff. It's about what you'd expect. So I think Dudikoff canon films are pretty decent overall. There was that one movie that my newest subscriber asked me to review. Forget the name of it. That's the only one that I didn't like. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up. I've got a fiber optic cable connection through Sonic, but my computer's really slow for some reason. I don't know. And my Lenovo is completely dead. I should bring that back to Best Buy, the Lenovo. Yeah. I don't know if it's still under warranty. It's been a while. When did I buy that Lenovo? Yeah, so The Human Shield, 1991, was the other Dudikoff, the only Dudikoff movie that I didn't like. But I'm watching Missing in Action 3. I'm about halfway done. It's a pretty interesting little side story about Amerasian kids in Vietnam from the Vietnam War. Chuck Norris's wife is a pretty decent looking Vietnamese, and he gets her pregos, which is he's certainly entitled to do since he's married to her, but then he accidentally thinks that she's dead. Like she got hit by a bomb blast because her friend was wearing the same bracelet that she was wearing. And so he mistook the charred body of his wife's friend as his wife, and he just left Vietnam and became a social hermit like me during the last 4 years without a girlfriend. And or trying to court a long-distance girlfriend thousands of miles away from using Google Hangouts. That's my situation here. So, pretty interesting story, actually. It's quite a lot of drama involved, you know. Chuck Norris going back to Vietnam and reuniting with his family, as it were. So kind of interesting story there. I'm about halfway done, so I can't say that I'm going to really enjoy this movie because I have to watch the last half of it. But I thought Missing in Action 2, the beginning was very good. I thought it was a lot better. I thought it was actually better than the first Missing in Action. So again, here's another case of canon movie sequels being better than the original movie. Once again, another example. I just said it in my last video with the Happy Hooker trilogy, and now it seems like Missing in Action is also the same case, with the sequels being better than the original. So kind of interesting. I'll let you know how that goes. Probably finish it today. I'm gonna take another little nap, and it's only 2:30. I think I can finish Missing in Action 3. Braddock. Braddock missing. Yeah, Braddock Missing in Action 3, 1988, Chuck Norris. Uh, that's what I've got. And then I think Candyman is coming on Monday. But I'm going to watch that Dudikoff. James Dudikoff and James Strong. It's called. It is. Ta-da! This is the last one that the dude recommended to me. Salvatore Spano. Avenging Force. That's what it is. So I'll try to get to that one also early next week, as well as Candyman. Let's see what I got coming down the pike on my Netflix queue, just for the sake of curiosity. I know you're just dying with anticipation, knowing what's coming down the pike on my Netflix queue. Let's see if I can pull it up. How long it takes. Might take a minute or two. Actually, it's pretty fast. All of a sudden, my computer's really fast. So I got the screen up. It's not populating any movies at the moment. Bear with me. Just give it another minute or two. Yeah, so here we go. River of Death gets 4 out of 5 stars. The Happy Hooker, 2 out of 5 stars. And Candyman probably gets 5 out of 5 stars, according to the Netflix algorithm. And I got Puss in Boots, The Beast in the Cellar, and Link. I thought I was going to get the first two. I thought I was going to get Puss in Boots this week, but looks like I won't get it till next week. So Puss in Boots, The Beast in the Cellar, and Link. I'm looking forward to The Beast in the Cellar and Link, but not so much Puss in Boots, the rated G kids movie. Christopher Walken playing the crafty cat, Puss in Boots, live action version of the classic Brothers Grimm fairy tale. So I guess Canada did a bunch of kids movies similar to Barry Mahon kind of deal. And I've got Elysium, which is the dystopian thriller from the South African director. What's his name? Neil Blomkamp. Yeah, the Matt Damon, Jodie Foster movie from 2013. So I'm still watching this District 9 guys movies. I wasn't too impressed with Chapey. Thought it was kind of dumb and really long. But Elysium, we'll give that one a shot, see how that goes. An hour 49 minutes, that's pretty long. We'll see. This director likes to make long movies. And so I got that to look forward to. I've got the Klansman on there too. More canon stuff. But then I got Elysium mixed in with the canon stuff. So we'll see how that goes. That's the end of my review. I'm not going to say highly recommended or check it out, but I will say typical Dudikoff. Laters.